Hello, my name is Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Today I'm seeing War Dogs. I have no idea what it's about. It stars Jonah Hill. That's all I know. I'm not a big fan of Jonah Hill. I mean, ironically, the strange thing is, he's a better actor than Leonardo DiCaprio in almost every sense of the word. But I still dislike him more than Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it must just be his face or something. I don't know. So we'll just see how this one is, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so alright, so let's get into the plot of this one. It's apparently based on a true story, which makes this just all the more terrible. Not the movie. The movie's great. I just mean the scenario. Basically, it's about a couple of guys who stumble upon one of the really big weaknesses of the military-industrial complex, and ends up selling tons of illegal arms to the war effort. Basically, that's the basic plot. And then, but the main thing is actually a conflict between the two guys. Basically, one's kind of a sociopath, and the other just wants to make money for his family and stuff, and that creates great conflict, and this makes a really solid film. Yeah, that's the main draw in here. I was very impressed with just how well detailed the drama was between the characters and stuff. That was very well written. It clearly took a lot of influence from Scarface in that respect, and the movie took a lot of actual references from Scarface too, which was pretty neat. One of the characters mentions Scarface multiple times. His office has the same tropical painting on it that was in that one gangster's office. He snorts cocaine a lot and stuff. So that was pretty fun. But I would almost wonder if it was getting to the point where at least for that particular character is starting to lose his own identity and just become Scarface. It's yeah, I'm not 100% on that one, but at the very least, the guy who's not Jonah Hill, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic, he's his own unique, he's his original character, Mr. Bladtastic. That wasn't saying he was bland. That was a Joe reference. Yuki no Joe. Anyway, so yeah, it was probably one of the better war-related movies I've seen this year. Keeps your attention the whole time. Super dramatic, super cool. Everything about it is awesome. And I liked it a lot. Very violent and cool. And Jonah Hill, honestly, this is probably the best performance I've seen him in. Granted, I haven't seen him in some of his more critically acclaimed roles. If I'm being honest, I've mostly only known him for stuff like Superbad and things like that, in which I really don't like him. And I haven't really seen him in any of his dramatic roles, which people know and love him from. So, because in this role, he was great. He was awesome. He was actually intimidating and stuff. It was pretty cool. As I mentioned before, he is a real actor. And I think I have a little more respect for him after this movie, because he definitely has range. And I can imagine you put Leonardo DiCaprio in the same situation, and he'd be just as terrible as he normally is. So, you know, let's be thankful we have people like Jonah Hill. Let's just say that. Oh, and Brandon Cooper's in this movie as an incredibly scary person, which is perfect for him. Because honestly, without him actually saying anything or doing anything particularly scary, the moment he showed up on screen and his eyes burned directly into my soul, I instinctively lurched back. And I do that for most of his roles, so in this one, when he happens to kind of be a psychopath, that works. I like that. And especially when he's saying like really creepy lines like, well, if I'm being honest, I'm on a terror watch list. Like you're like, oh God, I believe you, Brandon Cooper, please don't hurt me. Or like, I don't like to spend more than 2 days in this dump. And they're like, oh yeah, Las Vegas isn't that great. And he said, I was talking about America. It's like, oh God, please don't hurt me, Brandon Cooper. Sometimes I have nightmares that Brandon Cooper's in my room, just staring at me with those cold, dead eyes. Ugh. Oh, jeez. So yeah. Really good movie. Very quality. If you like movies like this is an awesome version of that. Great drama. Real great drama. Great character. So yeah. And until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching a Dyer Situation.